So I just thought I would show you what I do when I'm feeling a little funky and in my feels a little bit. And these are just some things that make me feel better. So yeah, thought I'd share them with you. A lot of it, this is gonna be primarily like my self-care kind of routine. This is stuff I don't usually do unless one, I'm wanting to pamper myself, or two, I need it for up here, you know? So first thing I'm gonna do is, oh, also, I threw on a sweatshirt that says happy, you know? I'm out here trying to speak things into existence, you know? Anyways, the first thing I'm gonna do is put on, I always like something that smells really nice. That's just super calming for me. So I'm kind of low on candles right now that I love. So instead I'm gonna do a diffuser. So I've already got the water in this bad boy. And then I'm gonna put a few of my favorite scents in here. Okay. It's cute too. Bring me all the mental health. Ah, yes, that's it. Okay, now that we got that puppy going, next thing I'm gonna do is something I've actually been putting off that I had intended to do anyway, so I'm kind of excited to do this, but I'm going to do a little at-home Dermaplane, which if you're a normal person, I'm gonna shave my face. And I'll walk you through how I do that, because it's not like I just take my leg razor and have at it. That's not how it is at all. But first, I'm gonna wash my face and then show you how I do that. So I'm gonna wash my face real quick. I'm gonna throw on a little Nora Jones while I do this, so. Ooh, I put a lot of oils in that sucker. That thing is strong. I'm gonna move it away from me a little bit. Whew. And I always listen to this playlist. This is Nora Jones on Spotify. Don't know why, sends me. Oh, I just, especially in the shower, I belt it. Okay, now that I've shaved my face and done all of my skincare, which I have a few notes on that before we move on. One, you want to make sure you hold the skin taut as you slide the blade across. You should not be putting any pressure. It should just be the right angle, where as you are barely touching your skin, it's shaving off all the fluff and the peach fuzz. I feel like I have a hair stuck somewhere. Two, I would encourage you to have very clean hands during this process. You don't want to be introducing random bacteria and everything when your skin is super exposed, because this is a pretty excessive exfoliation process. So you just want to be very mindful of touching your skin. That's why I like to do it right before I go to bed, because it'll have hours to recover and kind of replenish before I put makeup on, sweat, touch my face throughout the day, that sort of thing. And also it's super receptive to all of your skincare after you've shaved, because you have removed like a layer of your skin. So I take that opportunity to use some products that I really believe in, because I know it's gonna get slurped right up. And also I purchased my razors in bulk off of Amazon. I think I buy like a 36 pack of them. So I only use each razor once. I just toss it. You know, it might be something you can use more than once. I don't really know. One, you'd have to disinfect it with alcohol or something before you use it the next time, but I don't know, I just don't think it's necessary. My 36 pack lasts me forever, so I just use one and toss it. But anyway, so doing my skincare and really taking care of like myself always makes me feel better. And I have a lot of other, if my hair was clean, I'd be like at top notch, but I was gonna say a lot of other things going on right now that make me feel really good. I'm all shaved and everything because I just got a fresh tan. I'm tan. That's number two. And then my skin's also very hydrated, like the rest of my body and everything. When I feel really girly, that tends to help with my head. That's just something that helps me. Since it is kind of late, what I'm gonna do next is I'm probably gonna write a blog post. I always tend to write my most vulnerable posts when I'm in a funk. If you haven't read the one called Blue Agave, it may not be as moving for strangers, but I know for my family that was a very emotional one, and for myself too, when I go back and read it, it gets me very emotional. But I just typed that on my phone one night when I was in the mood kind of like this, and I think I'm just most tapped into what's going on in my heart and in my head. And then also, before I go to bed, I'm gonna start reading this book by Craig Rochelle. He is the pastor at Life Church, which if you don't know what Life Church is, I strongly recommend you try it out. And if there is not one near you, they do broadcast the sermons, so you can watch them online. The nearest church to me is about 30 minutes away. I actually just went there for the first time this past weekend, and I'm gonna start volunteering and serving. So I'll be there almost every Sunday now. But that's the first time that I've gone, and I've lived here for 4.5, 5 months. So what I've been doing is I like to listen to the sermons while I run. I just play them on my phone through the app, or listen to them when I do my super long drives home. Regardless, I love Life Church. So he just came out with this book, and this is the series that we're in right now, Dangerous Prayers. And I'm actually really excited about this because I kind of think it speaks to the position that I'm in right now and that I've kind of been in, where I'm a little bit scared to take risks and put myself out there. And so this talks about a lot of that as it relates to faith. You can buy this at Life Church. I'm sure their website has it. And then I just ordered mine offline. Oh my God, how old am I? I just ordered this off of Amazon online. So I'm really excited to dive into that. And then as far as some other things that usually make me feel better, these don't apply to tonight just because it's like 10 o'clock. Cleaning. Honestly, I might do a little organizing before I get into the blogging and the reading. But cleaning, can you tell I'm a type 2? I'm out here with my personal care, cleaning. Anyways, cleaning always makes me feel better. Always, always, always. Baths. I'm I'm a bath addict. I personally believe a bath can fix just about anything. And then also just getting out of the house. Depends on my mood. Sometimes like today's mood is not one that getting out of the house would help with. I did go for a long run today, but that was more because I am training, so I didn't want to miss a day. But like getting out and running errands or something, or going to a coffee shop, like that's not today's vibe at all. But sometimes it is. Sometimes that's exactly what I need, and I just need to get out of my head a little bit, and it helps to get out of the house in order to do that. Some other things that I would recommend is journaling. That's just another method for getting out of your own head. Sometimes, I don't know, I'm working on not always telling things that are in my head to other people. Not necessarily, I don't know, that sounds so weird, but it's more about the fact that it's just a temporary thought or issue or whatever that I just need to get it out, but I don't necessarily need to get it out to another person, and it's not something that I want someone to like check up on me about or that sort of thing. Like it's just kind of a momentary circumstantial situation, and when you bring somebody else into it, I don't know. Sometimes I think I do believe in speaking things into existence, and so I think sometimes when you talk about things out loud, you can actually make them worse, depending on what it is. I struggle with that. And then also journaling allows you to be more vulnerable, and you can really say how you feel and just get it all out, and it doesn't have to be clean, it doesn't have to be organized. It can just be word vomit of thoughts and can bounce around. It does not have to be linear. So I'm a firm believer in journaling. I also have a very toxic habit of stress eating and stress shopping, which I'm trying to avoid and deal with my stressors rather than let them manifest in those ways. I've been shopping a lot this week, and I know that's why. Today I found myself obsessing over things on the internet and had like 17 different shopping carts open, it felt like. Not really, but, and I didn't actually buy anything, but I don't know, it was just like a anxious, like I'm trying to fill something. You know what I mean? Where there is something that needs to be filled, but obviously a new pair of jeans is not gonna do it. So, but I do struggle with that. So that's also how I feel about eating too. Yesterday I had a really bad eating day. I was just binge eating left and right, and it's even to the point where I can consciously tell myself, you're not hungry. Like I'm assessing the way we feel right now, and there's no hunger. I will eat myself to the point where I'm physically ill, but my head is still hungry. I just need to fill something. So today I was like, all right, let's take a step in the right direction. And the eating was totally normal today, back to normal. And I'm glad I moved my body. I think that really helps too with your mental state. I got knocked multiple birds with that stone. I mean, I got out. Yeah, that made sense. Okay, I was like, bird, stone, did I use that right just now? But I got out, got some fresh air, got some sunlight, what little flipping sunlight exists in Nashville lately. It's just raining nonstop. Honestly, I do think that's kind of affecting me. It's been raining for so long now. It's like, okay, I can't, it's not fun anymore. It's not like relaxing now, it's just depressing. But got out there, got some fresh air, got some sunlight, and moved my body. Those are all things that you'll never regret doing those. So that was really nice. Honestly, when it comes down to it, my biggest recommendation when you're in kind of a funk and you just feel off kilter is to hone over time. I mean, depending on how old you are, you will eventually start to build a tool belt for those situations and emotions, and I just encourage you to reach for those. And if you haven't made it a priority to build that tool belt, I encourage you to start doing that. I know very well at this point what makes me feel better and what is effective and what isn't. Just like, for example, I know shopping makes me feel better, but it's not effective. It's not a long-term cure. You know what I'm saying? And then I also know there's things like doing my skincare and cleaning that make me feel better and actually have a long-term effect and actually help bring me out of my funk. So it's just helpful to get to know yourself in that way and be able to call upon those things when you need them, and also be able to discern between effective and healthy solutions and ineffective and unhealthy solutions. So yeah, I think that's all I got. I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get my exercise done early and get dressed up and hopefully get out of the house. It's supposed to be really bad weather tomorrow, I think, so we'll see. But I'm excited. So starting to feel a little bit better. Honestly, posting made me feel better, my Instagram post. Sometimes just acknowledging the place that you're in provides some relief. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If anything, you learned how to shave your face and do your at-home dermaplane. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.